Okay, our view cart's looking good. I hope you like the way it looks. We got this little drop down. We still haven't done anything with the home. We still haven't done anything with this. I gotta fix this too. Forgot about that. But we're working on it. Let me style that for a sec. Let's do the styling. Let's get the styling out of the way. We don't want to deal with that anymore. So that's why I had my header page open. Where's my header? Now I can't find it. Okay. We have called the cart, let's see, cart full. Okay, and we'll do that. Let's go to cart full. We'll give the cart full a width of 180 pixels, a height of 150 pixels, I think, and we'll say padding of 5. So we'll give it a little room. We don't want it, we have this list as being 200 pixels wide, so we don't want everything squishing up against it, you know what I mean? Like, we don't want this. This is garbage. We want it to kind of, you know, we just want it to be like, and then we'll say, let's take a look. This shouldn't take that long. And we'll say, cart full, blah, blah, blah. And then we'll say the cart list. Yeah, cart list. We'll say the cart list. Actually, wait, we don't want that. That's the cart list. Cart list we want this. So the cart list we'll say is height of 150. And we'll say margin. Bottom of 5 pixels, because we're going to make these things kind of small, you know? Now, it might not look like anything has really changed much. As you can see, it's all screwed up, squashed, and what have you. We have to change the image. The image size is what's killing everything right now. So you got to change the image size. I try to do this as early as possible so I can see what I'm doing. The cart pick. Yeah, cart pick. I don't know why did I put that? No, put that over here. No, okay, now I know what I did. All right, hold on. Cart pick, we're going to split that up. And we're going to say width is 175 pixels. And we're going to say display. I mean, I don't know. I want to see how this looks first. And we'll say justify content. Yeah, we'll do space between. We'll do space between. And then we'll say cart pick image. That's the image itself. We'll say width of 100. No, we'll say width of 80 pixels, and we'll say height of 80 pixels. Let's see if that changes. See, and now you can actually take a look. And I like how the name is sort of, you know. But I don't like this, seeing as how this is a bigger, you know, we gotta change that. So cart pick image is nice. Maybe make it even smaller. We'll do 75. You don't need to really see a big version of it. You know, you should know what you're buying, and the name is there. We got to change the font size. Okay, it's not horrible. We can make it even smaller. Screw that. 60, 60. But again, we have to take into consideration the size differentiation of the name of the item. And let's take a look at how we do that. Let's go to, what's that called? So we call this cart facts. The cart facts, like the Carfax. This is for all the styling of the cart facts in here. We'll say width of 100. Yeah, 100 pixels is fine. And we'll say font size. No. We'll go like this. I think this whole thing is an anchor tag, so I don't think it's going to make any difference. Decoration. None, and we'll say font size is 14 pixels. It's right now defaulting at 16 pixels font size. If we make it a little smaller, we want to make sure you don't go blind. But yeah, it's not going to work because the whole thing is an A. I forgot. Okay. Let's get rid of that then. Let's go like this. Let's go cart full A. Let me see. Template. This isn't going to take too long. Says the person that's going to take forever doing this crap. Where is the A tag? It's around the cart list. Well, then that shouldn't work then. No, I did the Carfax. Okay, so let's go to the cart list. And we'll do this. Get rid of that. Hopefully this won't screw up the picture, but I think it should be okay. And there you go. Now it looks better. Looks a lot better. View cart, blah, blah, blah. I'd love to change these. It's just such a pain in the ass. And we'll make the colors color black. Okay. There you go. I don't want that happening on that. Hold on. Hold on. I should be able to do it with Carfax. No, because the whole thing's A. Well, I can do no, wait, hold on. I could do no, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I think I can do that. If I go Carfax A, if I separate the anchor tag and the Carfax, and I go color car, main car, that should get it back to where it is. There you go. Okay, that's good. I don't care if you hover over it if those change, but let's put some spacing there. Because you know me, I don't like having everything squished up. Cart details, Carfax, the cart data we can kind of, let's do something with that. Let's, header, cart data, we'll bold it a little bit. We'll just font weight, 600. Okay. What the fuck happened here? Oh, shit. There we go. And that's fine. What happened here? I must have named something the same. Fuck me. Hold on. Let me go... View. Yeah, I named it all the same shit. Ah, damn it. But what? Ah, shit. Okay, hold on. Okay. Let's go cart list header. We'll just do that. We'll do cart list header, and then we'll go back here and we'll go cart list header. And then we'll go cart list header. That's all. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. There you go. Okay, so we're back to that, and then when we go like this. So that looks better, right? Like you could see it. I do want to put some separation there, though. Hold on. So, template. Carfax, cart data. It's Carfax. Let's do, let's go cart details. Paragraph. We'll separate that way. Cart details. You can always identify everything. Margin bottom with whatever the tags are. 5 pixels. That's how CSS looks for things based on tags. So you can say paragraph, and there you go. All right, so now if we go there, we can remove, which we haven't done anything with yet. The remove is actually going to affect this as well. So whenever we remove here or here, this remove will reflect on this one will reflect on that. We named it the same function for a purpose, and that purpose you'll see. So if we view cart, we're at cart view. So now if we go back to, we'll say, okay, let's go to, I want to go to Bookman game and I want to change the quantity to just 1, and I go add to cart, and it'll take me here, and now it's 1. You know, you could go back and forth this way. View cart, that's if you're anywhere on the page, it's not here. If we click on it now, we're just going to go back here. But if we went back to home, okay, that's not what I wanted. We're going to be saved in there anyway, it's a cookie. But if we go back to home, and then we go to view cart, bam, we're here. I have to change that. Let me go back to, okay, template. This shouldn't be that, this should be home. There we go like this, and I click on that, and there we go. So now if I go here, I can say view cart, and bam, I'm here. Now then, we were working on this. What we could do is we could use an AJAX call. We're done with that. We're done with that, more or less. We could use an AJAX call with this, but let's get all the values that we need. Var prev quantity. Do I need the previous quantity? Let me see. Not really. Not for the calculations. Prev price, prev total. So let's go prev price equals document get element by ID. Let's prev price plus UPID dot value. Var prev total equals document prev total. Now we could send a, and if we want to just double check we have all the right things, we can go like this. I always like to double check my JavaScript because JavaScript doesn't give you any real, it doesn't give you any real errors on the page. You have to do consoles on it. Like I know if I screwed up my PHP because the PHP will have a freaking heart attack. But this, I don't know. So if we go like that, see, of null. So I didn't get the right thing. Prev total. Let's go like this. Oh, hold on. It's supposed to be ID. But why did it freak out on the price? Prev price, prev total, prev price, prev total. Did I? Let me just double check. Did I misspell anything? Prev price, prev total, prev price. No, I didn't. Okay, let's try that again. And undefined, undefined. Okay, hold on. Undefined, undefined. Did I put that as classes or IDs? No, those are IDs. Like, yeah, those are values. Oh, my fault. Stupid. We're not looking for a value. We're doing that with the, we're looking for the InnerHTML. My fault. Sorry. We are looking at spans, right? It's one thing, okay. So we've been dealing with selects and everything. Selects are actual HTML inputs, and the HTML inputs have values. These are just spans with crap inside. The crap inside has to be referenced by the inner HTML. That's what this is. This is a span, so we don't want to get the value, we want to get the inner HTML. So we need to get the inner HTML of those. Pre-price, pre-total. Let me just double check something. So we want to get the inner HTML, which is whatever's being echoed out in here. Still saying undefined. Okay, hold on. Price. Did I not close something out or something like that? No, it's closed out. Let me see something. I don't think it's reading the ID well. Let me take a look. Hold on. Quantity, variable 26, 26. Right. And this is 26. Right, so that's fine. Brief price 26. Brief total 26. It's the right ID. Let me take a look at the. It should be fine. Let me take a look at the function name. Where's the on change? That's remove item. Is that right? How do we get up to 26? No. Oh wait, that's the card item. Right, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that's fine. But I'm just trying to see the on change. I want to make sure that the on change has an ID. It should. I mean, it had for the quantity, but where is it? All right, best way to do that is this. I said on change is update price, right? Okay. Now, let's go update price. Let's get rid of all this. And I mean, it should be fine, but let's alert UPID. It has one of the values, but I'm not sure it's, okay, so do that, it's 26. Yeah, I don't, okay, so why is this not, hold on a second. Sorry, folks. Let me see, what time we have? 18 minutes. All right, I don't want to waste too much time doing this. Let's take a look. New quantity, brief price, brief total. That I don't care about. That I don't care about. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I didn't save. Still says undefined, undefined. Okay, how about we do this? How about we... I mean, if it's undefined, it's undefined. Let me think. InnerHTML. Oh, wait, is that... Hold on. Is that how it... If this thing were just... What's this? Yeah, I think that's what it is. If this would work with me, we'd be a lot better off. But since I'm so used to it auto doing it. Right, there we go. Okay, that's better. I'm so used to it changing for me that when, or auto updating and everything, that when it doesn't do it, I don't remember how everything works. But anyway, okay, so that's that. So now, the previous price is only there specifically to do the calculations for the total with the new quantity. We want to change the values of these now. And the way the price value is not, this is not going to change. It's the price of the item. This and this, these are going to change. And the way we do that is with quantity, it's no big deal. With quantity, we go, and that is called this is called prev quantity. Okay, so we'll go on the change, we'll go document, get element by ID, prev quantity. Sorry about that. Again, it's InnerHTML equals new quantity. Every time you change this, that changes. That changes. See, that's what's changing right there. And now we have to calculate the new total. We have to calculate it, not calculate it. We have to calculate the new total. But the way we do that is, you know how we did parse integers and everything like that? What we have to do now is we have to take in order for the total change, we have to take the integer value of the new quantity. So we'll go var new total equals, we'll have to parse float. That's a JavaScript function that turns into a float like we did with the other one, int val, int float, all that stuff. Float val, whatever, and PHP. This is the JavaScript version of it. And in there, we want to take the parse int of new quantity, and we want to multiply it and multiply. Let me think. Parting a new quantity, and we want to multiply that. Let me just double check. So we're going to parse the float of everything, and we're going to parse, and we're going to get that. We're going to take the parse float of prev price, and that'll be the new total. Now let me just double check. So we parse int, parse float. Let me just see. This parenthesis is for the two of them. This one's for that. And this one puts it into a float. And then we're going to say that document get element by ID prev total plus UPID dot InnerHTML equals new total dot to fixed 2. To fixed is another function. Let me just make sure I did that correctly. Where's to fixed? Right, to fixed. To fixed is another JavaScript function that puts a float value to, it's kind of like number format. Let's see if that worked. It should work, but let me just see. So now the price here is $855 per 3 quantity was that. If we go to 2, then there you go. And it changes that, and then it changes that, and so it's doing everything we want. If we go here and we change that, we do 4, we do 2, we do 1. So now you can see that when we're updating this, it changes that. But it's not doing anything to the back end. The back end, what we're going to do is we're going to send all that information. We're going to change it into the database. I can get that started. So that's going to be on the... So this changing stuff, that's done. We don't have to touch that anymore. Now we want to go through... And again, I'm sorry, I forgot how to do that. HTML was in all caps. That's my fault. But let's go to, okay, the on click is update quantity. Update quantity, what that's going to do is it's going to do, we don't have to touch this anymore. This is fine. It's just going to take this, and it's going to send it to the database, and it's going to update it in the back end. So now when you refresh it, it'll change the quantity. That's all that's going to do. So we're going to send that through an AJAX command. Let me see. Update quantity. Function update quantity. And I always put the IDs. To separate the IDs in JavaScript, if I'm putting functions in the same page, I always put the first two initials of the function itself before ID. That's what I do. You don't have to do that. You can do whatever conventions you want. Update quantity. Right. So we'll do UKID. And just to make sure that it's got the right one, we'll go UKID. Remember the UKID. These IDs are based off of the cart items, they're not based off the product IDs. That's already in there. And again, we'll change that, and we do that, it says 26, we change that, we do that, it says 27. So we know that it's getting the right one. All we have to set now is we have to do what we did before. We have to take the new quantity, and we'll say, it doesn't matter what these variables are called, it won't affect the other ones, the other functions. In fact, in this, it would work in conjunction, so it doesn't really matter. And we take the var, we'll say new total. We'll take the new total, and we'll do that, and D, and prev total, and we'll do UPID, and we'll do InnerHTML. And all we're doing is we're just sending these to the back end, and we're updating it on the fly. That's all we're doing. We're not doing anything else. And with that, we have to make a const update send, which will be a new XML HTTP request. And that, I can't stand when it doesn't work right. Update send dot onload equals function. With that function, all we're going to do is really, we're not going to do anything. Everything's been changed. We don't have to do anything with you. All we're doing is we're just sending it. Yeah, you only have to make an update send function, an onload function, when it actually does something. This is not doing anything. This is just, we're just going to go update send dot open. Let me make sure I do this right. Oops. Let's close that. Oh, I closed it. Damn it. Because I keep forgetting how to do these things. Did I really? Yeah, yeah, same thing. Okay. I mean, I did the calculations in the back end. I could do it that way. Open, right, okay. Open post, and we'll make a function called in Ajax called quantity. Update. I just want to make sure I get all this. So set request header, because this is not going to help me out. X requested with XML HTTP request. Update send. Set request header. Content type. I'll say application X www URL encoded. Wait, is that right? Form. I keep forgetting the form. Again, I did the update UQID, so it knows which ID we're using in the back end. New quantity, which is new quantity, and we'll also change the new total. What you can do is we'll look at, yeah, let's do that. Let's just for now, let's go update send. We'll do an onload. Just to see what the response text does. That's all. Just to make sure that it's going to be double digit. That's going to, we're going to number format it to death, but And we'll stop here. So when we come back tomorrow, we'll make sure that this works. Once we're done with that, then we're just going to work on the, well, actually, no, wait. You know what? We're going to need to echo out the new total is what we're going to do. Yeah, so we'll do that tomorrow. I'll see you then.